Is this worth $80? That's the big question today as we take a look at the Pidzoom Charge Enhancer. It promises to improve your e-bike's charging efficiency, extend battery life, and even make charging safer. But does it actually deliver? And is it worth it? Let's find out. What is the Pidzoom Charge Enhancer? If you've never heard of it, the Pidzoom Charge Enhancer is basically an inline device that connects between your charger and your e-bike battery. It's supposed to regulate voltage, smooth out charging cycles, and reduce wear on your battery cells over time. Sounds great on paper, but is it really doing anything special? First impressions and build. Quality right out of the box, it feels pretty solid. The casing is well built, the connectors are sturdy, and it doesn't look or feel cheap. So that's a good start. Does it actually work? In theory, smoothing out voltage spikes and controlling charge flow can help extend battery life. But in real-world use, the difference isn't immediately noticeable. I tested it with a few different chargers and batteries, and while it does seem to make the charging process slightly more stable, the actual impact on battery longevity is hard to measure without long-term testing. One thing I did notice, charging was slightly slower with the enhancer in place. Not by a huge amount, but if you're used to your charger working at full speed, you might see a minor drop in charging time. That's not necessarily a bad thing though. Slower, controlled charging can be better for your battery in the long run. Is it worth $80? And this is the big question. For most casual e-bike users, probably not. If you're someone who charges their battery normally and replaces it every few years, the benefits might not be significant enough to justify the cost. But if you're really serious about maximizing battery health and you want to squeeze every bit of life out of your expensive e-bike battery, then maybe. If this thing actually helps extend battery life by even a few months, it could pay for itself in the long run. It's also a factor of how expensive your battery is. If you want to use it to maintain a $200 battery, it's definitely not worth it. But if you have a $1,000, $2,000 or $3,000 battery, maximizing long-term usability for just $80 is a no-brainer. Final verdict. The Pidzoom Charge Enhancer is well made, easy to use, and might improve battery longevity. But for $80, it's not exactly a must-have. It's more of a nice-to-have for people who are really into battery care. If you just have a simple urban e-bike with a small and cheap battery, probably don't get it. But if you're a heavy user with something like a Surin or just a normal fat bike with a 30 amp hour battery, get it. Would you spend $80 on something like this? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you learned something. Until next time, make sure to ride far, ride fast, and ride forward. Cheers.